You know how I go into anime and other films from other countries to be like, you know what? Do you need to be a fan or do you need to know some backstory before going into this movie? Well, let me tell you, for Legends of the Condor Heroes, the Gallants, yes, you need some backstory or you're going to be confused. Chase Lee Hockey here at the Blue Futon reviewing Legends of the Condor Heroes, the Gallants. So what's about, I don't know if there's a simple premise. Let's just say there's a huge war going on in China back in the days with the Mongolians and the Lin tribe. And then there's also the Toad Roar, like this, 5 wizard slash god characters that could do crazy ass shit with, spikes and wind. Look, I'm guilty. I'm so freaking guilty of not knowing what half this shit was happening on screen. So let's just start off with there. Know some information. This is not like a based off a true story where it's like, oh yeah, history, I'll look at that, but then like correlates. No, this probably has so many movies before it, so many books, mangas, comics, or even like TV shows or other movies, etc., 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 that lead to this movie, right? I've watched, read, and none of it. The question is, though, even though you don't know some of the characters, do you know where the story can go? Yes. Are there enough flashbacks to be like, okay, I understand what this and this and this means? Yes. Do you understand some love triangle aspect because of the flashbacks? Yes. Are the action set pieces still pretty damn good? Yes. But be forewarned, you're going to go into just like, you're like, going to like a family, you're driving through a neighborhood, right? And all of a sudden you go to the left and right and you see a family cookout or something. You're just like, oh, let me go there. And you go there, you don't know anyone in the crowd, but you're hearing all the different conversations going around. And that's what this movie is. Because there's a lot of dialogue, there's a lot of different scenarios, a lot of different plot points, subplots that correlate to, okay, this must have led to something in the past. It's going to lead to something in the future, especially with the 3 Mongolian brothers, how one of them likes the main guy, 2 of them don't. Then, like I said, you have the love triangle. Then you have the wizard called something Venom, West Venom, West, something like I said. And also I'm reading as well as the translation. The English translation is horrific. So West Venom, East Venom, something. Anyway, he does the Toad Roar. Interesting. Very interesting. So overall, go get source material before watching this. Like I said, this ain't like a true story where it's like, oh, let me just Google this real quick. No, I feel like there's going to be a lot more of like, okay, why does this person hate this person? The battle that happened before, who won, who didn't win, why are all these gods kind of like curious of what is going on? So, forewarned. Maybe I'm just speaking out of my butthole and you don't even need all the information, but it felt like it. So this is a long-ish movie, about 2 hours and 27 minutes. There were some times where I was feeling the runtime of what we were actually trying to do with the story, especially, the chicken or things like that where you're just like, okay, this is a cute little thing, but what does that have to do with the overall plot and like going into this main town where this girl goes to every restaurant or every store that basically talks about the wine chicken recipe, something like that. Or so you're just like, okay, I know that kind of correlates to something, but I really don't know what. Also, the spell, right, of doing the wind spell, or it felt a little bit of Avatar. Even though I've never seen a single episode of Avatar, or I've never watched the M. Night Shyamalan, but I just felt like it was correlating to that. And I don't know, maybe just I look at worlds like this where it's supposed to be like, I hate to say like real world of like the Mongolians hating this clan and this clan and this clan in real battles, but in the midst of it, it's like these 1, 2Z, 3Z people that are just like, Kya, you're dead, you dead, you dead. And I just feel like there's a miscorrelation when it comes to that. But I won't lie, when some of the action was on screen, I was enjoying myself. I was more intrigued with the 2 females, about one of them, the love interest, and one of them is the princess of the tribe and their battles. I thought it was just more realistic because none of them really have quote-unquote powers. So when you're getting those real swordplay hand-to-hand combat with that, yes, of course, she has this stick that could go like a crazy-ass bamboo stick. Absolutely. But it was still more fun to watch that, and that humor bantering between them 2 was pretty damn good. Oh, and the Beggar Clan was a fun, the Beggar Clan is pretty cool. That's the one clan where it's like, yeah, that seems like a fun clan to be a part of through and throughout. So that's the moral of the story, right? It's directed pretty well. The writing is pretty good. Like I said, the writing can be correlated to me doing the subtitles. So for all I know, the subtitles suck butt, and I'm just, getting the wrong plot points of this story. Maybe not. Fun fact, I was probably one of 2 white people in the theater. It was a completely full of packed house. Just like Ni Zhao too, I was like one of, but that one wasn't a packed house. But anyway, action pretty good. The story pretty good. You can correlate to what it is, but I do think it is a hinder on me that when watching this movie, I was like, I probably missed so much source material that I am missing some very important past missions, past dialogue, and past relationships with some of these characters. And so that's a forewarning for you, because I know a lot of people online, keyboard warriors, are just like, how dare you not Google this before you do the review, or how dare you not Google something before you do a first out of the action review. Well, it's just right out of the action, right out of the reaction review of what am I getting at. And here, it's not my job to do research about that. My job is to look at it movie as a whole. Did it entertain me? Yes. Was it a little bit long? Yes. Do you need to know some information before going into this movie? Yes. Is that going to hinder my score, though? No, because that's what I do. I look at the movie. Did it entertain me? Did it do its job as just being a specific medium to the media? And I had a pretty okay time with this film. So Legend of the Condor Heroes, the Gallants, will receive a 3.5 out of 5 of Futons, which equals that 70%. See, the critics and user scores gave this one. Critics, there's only 3 of them, and we have a negative, positive, so 66%. Audience score, 92. 70. Shake select here with the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know things Butantopia. You Blue Futonians. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. I'm going to watch this tape tomorrow, week from a month, or a year from now. Race you go freaking one of you. Peace and love, peace and love. And yeah, just forewarn. You might want to see some other movies before going into this one.